And then when you pull a group, this is the first time we pull a big group together for a past life session.
Yeah.
So George's first time. So I want to thank everyone for being here today.
Yeah.
I don't think we have, let me scroll through. I don't think we have Caroline. What I wanted to focus on today, or to start with, is the suppression of the feminine divine through these what are called J seals, Johovian seals. I don't know much about the history of them, but this practitioner, QHHT practitioner Caroline Yazi, who joined me in Egypt last year, she felt these blocks. I felt these blocks on the left side of our bodies, and they show up in physical issues on the left side. And we have focused on them, meditated, did a lot of stuff in Egypt, and yet we still have these blocks. So she had done some research and found these Johovian blocks. I feel it's been a program that's put into place, that's suppression of the feminine divine by the dark side, but there, you know, there is no dark or light. It's just we've agreed to this. So what it has done is it's sped up the ascension process for us. So we love those who put it into place, because now we get to experience this in our lifetimes. Thanks to the dark side, we get to experience the physical ascension in our lifetimes. That is exciting. So we forgive them, and then we just help them on their way to the light. And that's what today is. The J seals, or the Johovian seals, were put into place for the left side to keep the feminine and masculine divine divided. Because were we able to bring them together, we would have had huge power. And we had to go through the dark ages. We had to go through the fall. We had to go through that. So we agreed to this. So we would actually speed up the process of ascension here. So we're going to release that, and you know, we bless the quote unquote perpetrators, the dark side, putting these in place, because we're all one, and they're just playing roles. So it's exciting. Thank you all for being here today. So I have made sure that my conscious mind hasn't been dwelling on this topic today, because I didn't want to start my conscious mind working on it. So I've kept it blank.
Put it on yet. There we go.
There you are.
It's George.
So good to see you.
Yeah.
By the way, that pink looks really nice on you, Nicole.
So isn't that funny? I just threw it on to go on my motorcycle errands right now, and then I said, oh, I'm going to leave this on. This is the feminine divine. Hello.
Exactly. Very good.
I wanted to introduce myself. I haven't been regular with the tapping. I did tap with George early on at the very beginning. My schedule has not allowed me to meet with the regular group, but I'm super excited about everything it's doing. So
Heather, baby, I get to see you.
Yeah.
Look at this. It's so good to see you. All of these names that you see on the forum, and then you get to see the beautiful faces here. I love it.
So I'm excited. I'm excited to do this with you guys. So.
Thanks for joining.
A little thought. We had a gal that connected with what she called the clay tablets of God, which seemed to be all knowledge. And one of the things that came out was, while you're tapping, have a quartz crystal that is clear.
Oh, speaking of.
Oh, yeah. I have selenite.
Okay.
Andy.
So it's still, you know, we're not solid on it, but it looked pretty good to me. So I can't say that is the answer, but as we get more and more connected with the God mind clearly and powerfully, we can really zero in on it. And I did have the first session I did where the woman wore a quartz crystal. It was very different. She'd done about 4 or 5 sessions with me before, good sessions. But this one, she said she didn't feel the pain as strongly, but the results she got seemed to be extra strong, extra powerful.
I love it. I'm bringing a bunch of a little shrine thing. I'm bringing Native American, Lemuria from Hawaii, Egypt. I have a bunch of things here joining.
So I don't know whether you can see this, but there's mine.
That's gorgeous.
Mhm.
That is gorgeous.
Doug gave that to me,
So
and
sweet.
he's the man responsible for this room.
Is Doug with us today? Where's Doug?
Yes.
Oh, hi.
Doug.
Hi, Doug.
Doug.
Hi.
Thank you for the room. You're responsible for the room, are you not?
Well, yeah.
Thank you so much.
To be honest, I'm just glad that I'm able to do such things.
Look how beautiful you are. And you're outside, aren't you? On the porch?
Yeah, I live out here. Just me and my critters.
Aw.
Your critters are joining in today. That's so beautiful.
So let's start. Close your eyes. And I guess, I don't know whether to interrupt me or not when you connect. Okay. Get the breath and relax. Use your intention to open up the connection with your God mind so you get the clues, information, and love that you need. Ask your God mind to protect you from any misguidance by me or your conscious mind during this session. In a little bit, I'm going to ask you a question. The answer that you get could be subtle and may not make any sense at first. Grab whatever comes. Don't judge it. Don't change it. Don't associate it with something you know, like from this lifetime. Just get it and tell me. It could be as simple as a word, color, sound, or feeling. Past life and other memory often comes first via feelings. We're going to go for either the optimum for you or the way to unlock the feminine divine, the blocks to the feminine divine. Going to get rid of those. Take another deep breath. Relax some more. What's the first clue?
I'm a queen again.
You had a bad habit there. Anybody else?
Horse.
What's that?
Horse.
I still didn't hear it.
Horse.
Horse.
Horse. Oh, horse. Okay, great. Okay.
Mine was a unicorn.
Okay.
Mine was cloud.
Was what?
Mine was
Cloud.
Cloud.
mine was oval light.
Okay. Take another deep breath. Relax some more. What's the next clue?
I am using the men.
Ah,
I am mistreating them. They're like stud horses. Maybe that's Michael.
Yes. I'm being abused.
So
Mine's a box, so if you can get in the box.
Mine is blue light.
blue light.
Mm-hmm.
Mine is a barn,
It's a barn.
a red barn.
Okay.
Mine was a light bulb.
Okay.
Cool.
Take another deep breath. Relax some more. What's the next clue?
So they're being misused sexually. They're just being used. And I am using my Isis Mystery School techniques to capture their energy so that I may keep that power and energy. I am also connected to technology. And the misuse of technology, but it is also a knowing that I have something about the moon for Atlantis. This is how it collapsed. We were harnessing the power. The moon was like a crystal, satellite crystal, big one that we were using to generate the other crystals on the earth for our electricity and power. And some within our group, I was playing both sides. Ah, that's what it is. That's why I have been so good at playing double agent stuff. So as the queen, that was it, because I didn't think I was. All right, so let me get into this a little bit. And each one of you, the clues that you have come with are aiding this process of getting to this right now. The horse, the light bulb, the orb, every single one of you is participating and digging deep into these hidden truths right now. Well, I'll let you each run with it. Go ahead, Michael.
I got a tree for you.
What?
Kind of like an oak tree, a nice short oak tree.
Okay.
Fluffy.
Tree.
Tree of life.
Yes. Tree of life, tree of knowledge.
Anybody else?
There's beautiful golden light coming through right now.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Cool.
My gosh, that's helping. So yes.
Yeah. What I'm seeing is that, like, if there are these women, a set of them, they dressed in black, like with this witch cape, and above on a cliff, there's this other person, and she's holding something in her hand, and they tell her to, and like if jump, but I can't make it up. It's in the night, and the moon is very huge.
Wow.
And I see lightning.
In that scene or in your own scene, Heather?
It's just lightning, like almost like lightning in a key. So like I can see the scene she just described.
Oh, I have goosebumps. Oh my gosh.
Let it flow.
The energy is moving fast right now. I feel it.
Oh, this is big, what you've just tapped into. So the witches, right?
Yeah.
They're trying to escape being burned at the stake, right? Which is the suppression of the feminine divine. The key, the lightning is harnessing the power. Oh my gosh, that's big.
Anybody else?
I see volcanic mountain.
Yes. Okay, so these may be different scenes, different lifetimes, but we are all connected by, hold on, I'm going to get some more from my scene. Even though I was the queen and very powerful, I felt I was suppressing my own feminine divine because oh my gosh, I didn't get these details before, you guys. I felt connected to the collapse of Atlantis before, and I didn't know what had happened until now. Oh my gosh. So because I was playing both sides, there was this, what is the name? The Aryan race, which is where Hitler was in Atlantis. That's where this being started, was the Aryan island, the Aryan race was in Atlantis. They were responsible for bulldozing our government, for convincing us. We allowed them to convince us because I allowed it, because I wanted to keep, you know how you keep your enemies close. So we were working with them and allowing them to harness the moon's power. And it was a device. We knew it was very special. This moon was very special, this crystal. But they were abusing this power. They were just wanting to abuse it, make more of it, have it generate what they were, things that they were keeping hidden from us. They were generating power too. And I wasn't able to pull off the double agent work. They, okay. I was also using my sensuality to keep them close. That's what it was. So it seemed like I was abusing my sensual powers with them, but I was trying to gain access to their knowledge, to their information, to keep them close so they would confide in me. Whew. Oh my gosh. And then they ended up abusing the moon's power so much that it started to crash. And that's when we all knew it was imminent, that it was the collapse of civilization. I didn't know when. I was actually with my husband, the king, at the time, and we were inside our room kissing, and then a messenger busted in through the door and said, the civilization is collapsing, the fall of Atlantis, this civilization is collapsing. I said, I have to tell the people. He said, there's no time. He grabbed my hand and we went running in the underground passageway, and the king went the opposite direction. And he was the love of my life at the time. And so I had repeated that in this lifetime, actually. We had gone different directions. And so we ended up going into Agartha, you guys. This is where Agartha plays a role. So maybe this will trigger some of your memories now. I went into Inner Earth to hide for lifetimes. And I know Inner Earth is connected to the Johovian seals somehow. Let's see if it triggers anything for you in the Inner Earth to unlock these blocks.
What I'm seeing while you are talking is that these women, these witches, they are in a boat, and they are hiding something, they are hiding something. It seems like a crystal.
Yes. They're taking the Atlantean crystal. They're taking it. I know where they're going. Do you want to guess where they're going, or do you want me to suggest it?
I don't know. I just see them on the sea, and they are going, like if they're going to the moon or somewhere.
They're going to ancient Egypt.
Yes, they are.
This is where the crystal is being buried, and it's before the Great Pyramid was built over it. Yes, you are saving it. Oh, bless you, angels. This is what we are using now. Oh my gosh.
They are very hurried to leave the place before the people catch up with them.
Yes, you are saving the Atlantean crystal. It's so powerful. You are taking it to Egypt. Kemet is ancient Egypt. Okay, do you feel what you're going to do with it once you are there?
I see that the boat is a small boat, but I don't know how the boat has landed, and they all go out with the crystal.
Do you recognize any of the women?
No, I'm not seeing any face. I'm just seeing the out and the crystal, but you can't see the crystal. They have it hidden.
Okay, beautiful. Okay, I feel this is unlocking something big. Do you see where they are taking it?
What I'm seeing is like if they are in the desert.
Yes.
And I see it. I see the Giza pyramid. And what
Yes.
I see, they walk up to it and they use some magic word or so, and it opens up and they go all the way down.
Yes. Yes. So the chamber was already built. Okay.
But I have a feeling they built it in advance with the song.
Yes,
So
yes. I know who built it. So Isis was there. She was one of my clients, and she brought the Book of Knowledge from Atlantis. She was in the boat going to Kemet, ancient Egypt, with Jesus and Thoth. And each of them had something they were saving from Atlantis. So just like this boat of witches, they had gone first, and they had built the underground chamber to hide the Book of Knowledge. And then they built the Great Pyramid. And then you came, the witches came with the crystal. So you knew how to gain access, the witches knew how to gain access underneath through song. Oh my gosh, this is Caroline. Caroline is the singer. She's not with us today, but I feel her energy. Oh, when we were in Egypt, she unlocked through song. Inside the king's chamber. Inside the king's chamber, I will play this song. I'm going to play it now energetically. She's reaching octaves that are unlocking this hidden chamber. So it has, do you know the color of the glow of this crystal?
all I see it is like it is white, kind of. All right, that's all I see of it, because it's very difficult to see because they have it so good hidden.
Does anyone else feel a color or an energy from this crystal?
Gold.
Mm-hmm.
That gold and a light blue.
And I feel a light purple as well.
And a light purple. I see that too.
Yes, I see those.
But you know what it does?
Tell us.
It waves. It has waves in it. I can see it waving.
Yes. Oh my gosh, there's
the energy. It's high energy.
Very
you
high
can
energy.
Feel it.
I feel like that for protection, we put snakes around it.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, yes. I have goosebumps.
Yeah.
I have goosebumps.
Part of what the song does is lulls them to access the frequency.
Yes. Oh my goodness, this is so powerful. Okay, Thoth is coming. Jesus is coming. Isis is there. Okay, we're going to pull them all in. We're going to pull them all in.
What is coming true to me is it's that song from I can't remember it's Need the Restoration, and I keep hearing that song. I play it every morning, and I keep like if that is what they are singing this chanting this. It is very beautiful to listen to. When it constantly chanting.
I feel this in the pit of my gut. This is so big. Oh my gosh, feeling responsible for the fall of civilization of Atlantis. Oh, but it had to fall to get us to Egypt and start here. Oh my goodness.
Somebody had to do it.
Yes. Oh my goodness. I feel George there.
Hi, George.
I feel George there. George is so powerful.
And as they shun the music, the crystal is sinks slowly into the bottom.
Yes. And I still see it emanating the light. It's light, though. It's very powerful. Okay, so Heather was the one with the key and the lightning. Now we're going to unlock the Johovian seals. So can we access how these seals were put into place? I was even part of that decision, I feel. At that time, we had to suppress the feminine because we were so powerful. We had to suppress it and hide the book of knowledge. We hid the book of knowledge. We hid the Atlantean crystals. We were part of the group who made the decision to do this. It seemed dark at the time. This was mystery schools. We had to put it under lock and key. We had to dumb everyone down, dumb them down, separate the feminine from the masculine, the sacred unions. That's why the twin flames are coming together now. We are unlocking that. This is part of the unlocking of the sacred union as well, you guys. This is huge what we are doing today. And there are light workers all over the world who are working on this. We're going to pull their higher selves in now to work on this as a group, to unlock this as a group. This is also connected to the abundance grid, the feminine divine, the Johovian seals. This is all together. So from this chamber, do you guys feel gold at all?
I'm seeing it.
Yes. So it's
I'm
in the
seeing
same
it.
chamber. It's in the same chamber, isn't it? Okay. Wow, this is so big. Oh my gosh. This is what we are doing in Egypt at the fall equinox. Those who are going to go in the physical are going in the physical. The rest of you will be energetic. Yes, you've been working with us energetically. Tracy played a huge role in getting me there for the spring. And oh my gosh, fall equinox, let's pull that energy. Since time is not linear, we're going to pull that energy of what we are unlocking in the physical, in the fall equinox right now. We are starting to unlock this right now. This is the abundance grid. This is the unlocking of the Johovian seals. The feminine divine is rising. The masculine divine is rising to it. This is what I've been seeing for years.
And they are chanting something to start the whole activation.
Yes, yes, I have goosebumps.
And it's all the ones them who put it, all the witches that I saw, they come back now, they all dressed in white.
Oh.
And someone has a key. And they are chanting that, and so that it can be unblocked with the key. And the person has to come in the middle, and then because they are covered it with a lot of sand. So now they are all like saying through the sand is moving, so that the person can go in and unlock the chain.
Okay, this person is going to be there in the physical in September. This person will be there in the physical. We will know who it is. Oh my goodness. I feel I know who it is. Okay, so we will see. I'm getting that they need to step into this because it's such a big role that there may be some fear attached to it for them. We can relieve this fear around them for this stepping and unlocking this. We can do that today as we tap. Oh, I feel it in the pit of my stomach. Releasing this responsibility. Do any of you feel feelings around this as well?
Huge.
Huge. Is there anything else that we need to see in the scene to unlock, to activate? Oh, hold on, the Sphinx.
You know what I see is like if once they unlock this thing, it's like something huge, like a huge blast. And like
Yes.
the pyramids are crumbling all around.
Wow, wow, wow. You know what I'm getting? I'm getting that we are speeding up the process so much with this that it might not wait for the fall equinox. We will see we're harnessing the energies now of the eclipse. This is the blood moon eclipse at the end of July. We're harnessing the energy from that as well, and the energy of this chamber and Egypt and the Great Pyramid and the Sphinx. And we are harnessing that now. Okay, we will see how long it'll take for this. Some of us, I'm getting that some of us will be activated before fall equinox, but we will still be going to Egypt, and we will be unlocked at a much higher level. Whew, wow. Oh, wow, that's big. But it will be unlocking for all of humanity later after that. There's a solar event that's helping that. Whew, wow. Michael, do you feel anything?
Yeah.
I'm seeing you there. I'm seeing you there.
I got, before you started on, you were talking about Egypt?
Yes.
Water.
Yes, this is the Nile water.
I thought water, so.
Water. Yes, water is filling some of the chambers. So we know it was the hidden chamber underneath the Sphinx. And that helps to protect it. It keeps it protected at the higher dimension. That's why the lower density, lower vibration, dark forces cannot access this right now. It is protected by the water.
Yeah.
Wow, that's powerful.
I feel like I've seen cats. Lots of cats.
Lots of cats.
Oh, I love
Little
it.
cats.
Yes, the feline race is working with us. Lyra. The Lyrans, we are that. We were, okay, you guys, we were the Sphinx. It was the feline head before it was this remake so much later. They left it small as a clue when they redid the Sphinx head. That's the pharaoh. That was the clue. So out of proportion, it wasn't the original. Oh my gosh!
What kind of cats, Heather?
At first I felt like I saw my cat's green eyes, and then there were lots of eyes, and then there were big cats like panthers and
beautiful
tigers. Syrian.
Yes, I feel white tigers as well.
And do you know who I see? Nicole is that gentleman that looks like a cat.
James Gilliland?
He showed right up.
Oh, I have goosebumps everywhere. I love him so much. He's there. I have to send him this video. Oh my gosh. Yes, he's there to unlock this. He is protecting. He is protecting the feminine divine as we unlock this. Yes, the big cat protectors. Oh, yes. I see another friend of mine. I'm going to keep his name quiet to protect him. Oh, my goodness. This is so beautiful. Wow. Wow.
But
It's taking...
there are more people around because it's like an energy. You see it spreading, and each time, like a Merlin figures, a lot of Merlin figures, and each now they are men, not women.
Yes.
And each time they hit on the staff, the energy begins to spread. I think it surpassed even the Sphinx now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I feel a rising of this vortex of energy. It's going up from the work that we are doing under there. Oh my gosh.
I don't see this, but I know that the connection between the magic
Yes.
and the Merlin to Raziel, Archangel Raziel.
Yes. You are grand magician.
I'm just trying to throw that in.
You are. Yes. So powerful. All of you who have shown up today, you are a big, big part of this. We were all there in the physical back then.
I see dog. I see
absolutely.
Dog. I see dog. You're the magician, and then you have this ball in your hands. Yeah, really, just as how you look now. That's how.
Who is this? Who is this?
Dog.
The dog?
Dog.
Oh, dog. You look the same.
Yeah.
Dog, the beautiful beard. Oh my gosh. Wow. This is part of unlocking George, you guys.
Absolutely.
Yes,
this is unlocking George, you guys. We are pulling George in the middle. George is in the middle, and this energy is going around him, healing him.
Oh, I see George as a key.
Oh, George is the key.
Like a key.
George, wow. You are the key now.
A house key?
CTT is a big key.
What is it?
Yes, it is. CTT is the big key.
It's a big key.
Yes. This is unlocking your powers, George. This is unlocking your voice, your truth. Oh, wow. And we're surrounding you with love, too, to help you unlock.
And you know what I'm seeing right now?
What?
That when that is unlocked under and the masculine are going to merge together.
That what is?
When the divine masculine and the feminine will merge together at that time.
Yes, yes, yes. A lot of twin flames from that.
Yeah.
So I've been seeing volcanic eruption.
Yes.
Volcanic mountain, a lot of orange and yellow, I guess, fume and eruption.
Yes. This is part of the energy that is needed for this. So this is Pele coming in Hawaii. We are connecting to Vesuvius as well. So the past is being pulled in as well. All the harnessing this energy. Someone began to say something.
Well, I have been thinking, the thoughts keep coming that this is the beginning of a new golden age.
Yes.
The release of the feminine energy to its rightful place.
Yes.
And it had been lost for many ages.
Yes.
And it's now new rebirth. And this will
The
be
Lemuria.
the key point for its release to the new feminine energy.
And interestingly enough, I listened to one piece of David Wilcock's video last night that talked about ancient texts talk about the word race, what had age. The word race was replaced by age to keep that hidden. We will turn into a golden race. So yes, the golden age, we will turn into the golden race.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Oh my gosh, it is so divine. I feel this gold everywhere.
And when we were starting out, I saw the very large crystal with gold and lavender hues all about it.
You saw it, Doug?
And to me, it was the purple, in that essence, represented the femininity.
Yes.
And the gold represented the age that we're coming upon.
Wow.
Yes, yes.
That was what I was getting out of that.
And that's unlocking the abundance for the people. The gold is being unlocked all over the gold vaults all over the world will be unlocked. This is going to unlock everything.
It's our inheritance. It's our
It
heritage.
is.
Yes, it is.
Our sovereignty is going to be realized.
Yes.
The sovereignty as an individual is the I am.
Yes.
Yes.
The whole gist of all of that is not for anything other than all of humanity, for us to come to full realization of the fact that we are the I am together.
Yes.
To me, it's pretty simple. We'll start to
Your
understand
birds. Yes.
the relevance of why we've lived the lives that we have, and that now it's all going to come to pass as common knowledge. So we
Yes,
can
and
go
all these physical issues. I feel the womb is connected. The bladder also is connected. George, you and I both have issues there. That's going to be. This is a connection to the feminine and anger, that it's been suppressed, an anger over possibly our role. Maybe that I felt responsible for the fall of this. So an anger with myself, and that holding that anger in the bladder, it's a literal translation of being pissed off. So frequent urination, is a literal translation for that. So this will all of these issues will be unlocked. Creativity will just skyrocket. That's the womb. The birds, Doug's birds play a big role in this. We are soaring to great heights.
And our feral cat, she's been hanging around all morning.
Yes, that's why she's a big part of this. Heather, is your cat near?
No, surprisingly, I'm not. My dog is.
Anubis.
Snoring.
Anubis from Egypt, the dog, the jackal. Wow.
I will say the birds and the cat and the squirrels have been very active all this time.
Unusually so?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, they feel the energy. There's a very strong energy.
And our cat, not ours, the
Yes.
feral cat that we happen to feed, she's been hanging around, which she does not normally do.
She's playing a big role in this. Oh.
We call her Miss Kitty.
Miss Kitty, I love her. Gunsmoke.
I want to mention something.
Yes.
I told my friend last week, because she's very good-natured than I. what I noticed where my bedroom is, there's this big tree, and every morning I wake up by the song of the birds. But last week I noticed they were singing a different tone. It was different. I can't explain it what it was. It was so beautiful.
This is us stepping into our new selves. These are our bodies, our new body templates connected to that. Our bodies will be lighter, more crystalline, stepping into very powerful bodies.
In my neighborhood, 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning are when the birds start to come out.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Pretty early.
Yeah, that's quite early.
But I'm awake a lot of times, so.
Yeah, so am I.
You don't hear the birds?
Mm-hmm. Beautiful.
Take a listen.
Is there anything else we need to see under there to unlock?
Oh, one thing I wanted to mention. Never mind, I'll mention it later.
I feel there's a small box. What is this box?
You want me to look in the box?
Yes, please, Michael, because you mentioned box.
Colors.
Okay.
Pink. Like streamers, like ribbons.
Oh, it's a celebration.
It's true.
We'll keep the lid off. This is the celebration from the other side. Oh, this is our beautiful star families. They're so proud of us. Oh, I'm going to cry.
I got a cat in the box.
Oh my gosh, you guys, they are so excited for us.
What color's the cat? I see a white cat.
Oh. Wow, big celebration from the other side that we have done this. It took all of us. It took
Calico.
Yes.
That's what it look like, calico.
A lot of light workers have been working on this. And we are pulling in all of their energy for the last unlocking of this. And all their tasks that they accomplished. Bless these souls. They stepped into big missions. Oh, wow. George, you are a big, big part of this. With the CTT. You were the home stretch. You were the last baton being passed to unlock this. Let me tell you, you have been planning this for a long time. A long, long time. We heard the call. We heard the call, you guys.
Yes.
We came to George. He says, it's time now. This is it. This is the home stretch. Let's do this. Wow. That's so beautiful. That's so beautiful. I feel Katya with us. Caroline. I see Dolores. Oh, she's congratulating us.
She and Candace created the tinderbox for me to put the spark in.
Oh, I feel them. Very strong, beautiful, emotional connection with them. Oh, that's so beautiful. Candace was a part of it. That's why she supported this on the forum. Oh, wow. Is there anything else connected to this before we tap these emotions?
I wanted to say one thing, a couple of things that I saw was a tsunami was the first thing.
Yes.
A very large wave of dark algae-colored water.
Yes.
And next, I saw these ancient, two really large, ancient-looking trees. They were very big. They were next to each other. And above them was a UFO shining a white light down on the trees.
Mm-hmm.
And then I saw what could have been a volcano or a mountain, but it was charcoal gray, and on top of it was a stone, like monolithic, very large building, like the size of city blocks, and it was square, but it wasn't like a block. It was square like a city block, and it had a lot of windows. And it was a monolithic stone building with a lot of windows. That's all I saw, though.
Wow, I'm seeing it as you're describing it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What is the building?
I couldn't imagine. I didn't like the look of it. It was very ominous looking. But it had a lot of windows, a lot of cutout windows. And they didn't have glass. It looked like they were just cut out of the stone. It's kind of strange.
Yes, I saw the same wave in my session last week with George. Same wave. And I got that the wave, this is what they're going to be feeling, those who have chosen the dark path. This is their karmic wave, and they will experience it as Armageddon, and we will experience the wave as an energy. Beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous energy. Wow. Bless you, angels. Beautiful work. I feel we are gathering all of the devices that we've used all throughout time and before time. So copper rods and pine cones as magicians and crystals and the Merlin hats, and I'm seeing all of these right now coming together, using the power of all. We are stepping into all of this power now, and we don't need the devices anymore. This is the power we are stepping into. That's the message. All of us will have our own platforms to share our truths after this.
Mine's coming in March.
Or before. This really sped up a lot of people's paths, I feel. Yes, we need you, Michael. We need you. Any other things we need to see or feel or uncover and activate before we tap?
I think the heart energy.
Yes, let's. Oh,
yeah, that's a good one. That's where I need help.
So what are you feeling?
To unlock the heart energy, to activate all of this unlocking.
Yeah.
All of this. This is the key. This is the key.
The heart energy.
Mm-hmm. I'm pulling our beautiful practitioner, Monica, for this.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, my heart is opening big for this. I feel a flush of heat throughout my whole body. Strong energy coming in for this. George, we're going to hand it over to you.
Okay.
For the tapping, unless you want to add anything.
Just if anybody has any feelings that are unresolved.
I feel big responsibility for me needs to be healed.
Big responsibility, huh?
I feel responsible
Okay.
for collapse of Atlantis, but I know was planned.
Okay. So you feel any guilt?
Let's put a little bit of that in the pile in case there's residual. I know this was all planned on a soul level, but as part of creation process, I feel we cleared that the other day, but we'll work on that again.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Anybody else? Any feelings come up?
Sadness.
Sadness. Okay.
Mine is fear of freedom to carry on and do what I need to do.
Mm.
It's huge.
Yes. Yes.
And I'm not going to remember everybody's.
We'll say them.
Fear of freedom. Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else?
Fear of abundance, fear of abuse of that power.
Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and tap feelings, and you need to fill in the blanks. Okay. There's a part of all of us that knows how to.
There's a part of us that knows how to.
Nicole.
Release the feeling of abuse of power.
Release the feeling of abuse of power.
Responsibility.
Responsibility.
Guilt for humanity's pain.
Guilt for humanity's
pain.
And suffering.
And suffering. Guilt for abuse of the feminine power, the sensual feminine power, the Isis power.
Guilt for abuse of the feminine power,
Isis power.
The Isis power.
Next.
And freedom, fear of freedom to carry on and do what I need.
Fear of
freedom to carry on and do what Tracy needs.
Fear of healing ourselves.
Fear of healing ourselves.
Fear of how big our power is.
Fear of how big our
power is.
Abuse of that power.
And abuse of that power.
Abuse of that power.
Fear of being attacked by just being myself.
Fear of being what?
Fear of being attacked by being herself.
No.
Fear of being attacked
by being herself.
Who I am.
Who she is.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
Fear of voicing our truth.
Fear of voicing our
Fear of voicing our truth. Yeah, that's a good one for me.
Yeah.
I think for me was uncertainty, what's going to happen now.
Uncertainty, yes, that's a
fear
good
of
one.
uncertainty.
Fear of uncertainty.
What's
What's
going
going to happen after this session?
Yeah, okay. That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That
That
part
part
of
of our
Part of our
being
beings
is willing
are
to
willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
And it's
It's
doing
doing so
so
now with
with
unlimited
unlimited
love, grace, and
grace
peace.
and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
our
Our
mind.
minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving
the
love,
love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep joy and relief now.
And
deep
joy.
joy and relief now.
Now.
Take a deep breath. Experience healing and insights. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it. It is done.
So be it. It is done.
It is done.
Yeah.
It is done.
Wow. Oh my gosh, you guys. Unbelievable.
It's like if we all fill in the blanks, each one of us had a piece of the puzzle.
Each one. Very important. Very important pieces of the puzzle. We had to all contribute for this. Unbelievable.
Anything left?
Doug is back.
That was a good one.
I feel lighter. I feel my belly was cleared. That was beautiful, you guys.
Me and Doug are happy we're back.
Put in a
We got
vortex.
caught in some kind of vortex.
I think so. So strong.
And so by the time we got back, you were already tapping. So.
Yeah, George had all the ladies.
No. This guy Joe came in. You see
Oh, Joe is there.
Yeah, I'm here now, but I couldn't get on Skype. I don't know.
You either, right? So there was three of us.
Ah, see, all
men.
divinely planned, you guys.
All men were just kicked out.
It was feminine energy.
It had to be George and the ladies.
Yeah. You monopolist, George, you.
Well, I've had a few fantasies in my life.
Whoa. Too much information.
I feel George has a very strong feminine divine in him.
Oh, I guarantee
Yeah,
that.
absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. He
Yes.
wouldn't be doing what he's doing if he didn't.
Yes. So beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful.
George probably doesn't like to hear that, though.
No,
But
I
it is
know
so
it.
beautiful.
I already know that.
You already know.
Very
I'm a
balanced.
man. I'm a man that can cry.
He's
Yeah.
a real man, you guys.
Right.
Okay. When women cry, most men want to go try to turn off the faucet because they're going to release their own stuff. I don't mind at all. I love it. I
That's
feel
so
the emotion.
beautiful. So beautiful.
I'm not afraid of my emotions for the most part.
Cool.
And you experience them, which is a good thing, to be able to experience them and get out whatever emotions that need to be expressed.
He's helping to release for the collective. It's a big, powerful force.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, George, and everyone for this. This was
Thank you, Nicole.
Thank you, Nicole.
unbelievable.
Yeah.